It is raining, it is cold, and it's gray, and it's miserable.
You seem to be like me. I feel very affected by the weather all the time.
You know, I'm a summer baby. I was born in the summer, so I feel like as soon as it goes gray, I can't really detach myself from what's happening in the clouds in the
feel
sky.
you. I grew up in Africa and I live in Canada, Montreal.
At least in Canada, but you guys have proper seasons.
I feel like we have 2 seasons. Summer for like 3 months because it's already 3 degrees in the morning. And then winter for 6 months. And in between, you kind of have, you know.
Oh, no.
I know.
You moved to Canada when you were 18, weren't you?
Yes.
Born in France, and then your family went to Djibouti, and then you went...
Yes, I moved here just to study. That was the original plan.
What did you study, if I may ask?
Communication and sociology.
What was the plan with that?
I didn't have one much, to be really honest with you. I had to, I didn't have any plans. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get a degree at some point in my family. It was not even a question.
Ethnic parents.
Yeah. I always loved the entertainment business. So I would say, I would love to, be part of that and organize all these events and stuff. But no, I actually want to be the event. So I figured
I love that. I want to be the event.
Yeah. So, when I figured that out, I was like, okay, it's not going to work. But it took me 5 years to do what people do in 3 because it was a bachelor. But because I was depressed, I wanted to do music and but I had to get the visa in order to do so. I had to graduate.
Sure.
So it was just that cycle.
So you do have the degree?
I do. It's been 2 years.
Okay. See, it's not everyone's happy. Family's happy. You're happy. You moved on.
Yeah, it makes me appreciate my career more. And I also feel like, sometimes people are like, oh, you've been making music for a while. I'm like, yes, but to me, I've been doing my job for the day I graduated college because I was finally able to travel. I was able to say yes to many opportunities. I had a manager. But before that, it was just me going to school and creating songs as a hobby. But my producer friends were famous, so it didn't look like it. But I didn't have Instagram. I really didn't care. So, right. But after the years, I got crazy opportunities. Kaytranada invited me to perform at Coachella, stuff like that. And then on Monday, you have to be in class, all depressed. So I was like, no. Yeah, no.
That's such a reality check.
Yeah. It's humbling. But it's the best motivation because it makes you, it's not a dream anymore. It's more like a goal because you got a taste of it, So it feels it's right there, so that's how it feels.
See, actually, you already mentioned that according to a lot of people, you've been doing this music thing for a long time. And obviously, let's not beat around the bush. A lot of people will know you from the Kaytranada tune, vocals, Leave Me Alone, which was it 2014?
Or 16, I don't know, but around that time.
It took a while before last year, your debut project, Dangerous, finally, we were waiting for so long and well worth the wait, I have to say.
Thank you.
Came out. I think I can guess what you were doing other than even finishing your studies as well. But what was it that, just to put it the way it is, took you so long, woman?
I was scared of the industry, to be honest with you. First of all, they cultivate such a level of opacity that is crazy. When you're signed to a major label, they tell you what to do and so on. Maybe, that's what I think. But I always been independent. So, and around me, I didn't have any singers. And honestly, having a career as a singer, like the face of your project, and being a producer is totally different. The strategy is different, everything is different. So I didn't have much. I had many producers that were my friends were very successful, traveling the world, Kaytranada, Stu, and many more. And it was very inspiring, but I could not really relate to what they were doing. I didn't have any guidance. So there was that. There was psychologically too, because I didn't grow up being the singer of the family at all. I would be the dancer. I'm super shy. So I was just, it was all new. So I needed to feel more confident. Yeah. And that degree, mentally, when you feel low, you feel low. And I felt like I couldn't start until, I really needed to get that degree because people wanted me to travel, If I was living in LA, I think you can do both. But in Montreal, we don't have many opportunities in my type of music. So no, I needed a whole plan, and it was everything. Yeah.
Interesting. Because am I right to assume that you then ended up recording quite a bit in LA as well? Because a lot of your features are like Buddy, Dame Funk, they're all based there.
Yeah, no.
Ah.
Is the power of the internet. But I'm happy because last year I went to LA twice. It was a great time for me to get feedback on my music, which was very hard to get with this new process, quarantine and stuff. But I had to learn so much. Like, people don't realize the amount of knowledge. Like, it's beyond just creating music. There's a difference between loving art and creating art and having this being your job. This is completely different. But no, buddy. I met him at Coachella the year I didn't know him at all. I don't think he had much music out. I just didn't know him. But then I discovered him, like his first album, incredible. I'm a genuine huge fan. So I was just so happy when he said yes. And Kaytranada knew him. He was working with Bad Bad, so stuff like that. It took years, like 2-3 years. I was always like, yeah, I'm working on my EP, but nobody would see it. But like, it took me forever. But that's why, like, with the minimum resources, it ended up sounding like that, and that's how I took my time.
How did the collab with Koji come about? Koji Radical.
I'm gonna give this one to my manager. He's the one that told me about him, and he's the one they were talking and stuff, and I listened to his music. I loved it, and then I said yes, and I sent him I Want You. I thought it would be, and I love that he sang on it. He really went with that funky vibe, which sounds different. Yeah, it sounds different from his stuff, so I loved it. And it was very easy to work with him too, so.
You just mentioned you needed to get feedback on your craft in order to grow and get better. What is maybe the most memorable bit of feedback anyone has given you?
I don't think I have one. I'm going to be completely honest.
This was water, by the way, before you
it's okay.
Alcohol during our interview. Who have you learned the most from?
I'm going to say my manager for the knowledge, because I don't feel like that's why I chose him. I didn't want to have someone that would be like, do this and do that, don't ask any questions. Some people are like that. So I learned also thanks to Kaytranada, not talking about the industry or anything like that, but just like for years he sent me so many beats that he gave me the opportunity to work on my craft through his music and get better at writing songs. That we have so many demos that I never released, but it was just I would practice after a long day of school. So yeah, people like that giving me confidence because they were doing it professionally, and to them it was just so natural to have me around them. That I was like, oh, maybe I belong there and maybe I can do it too. So yeah, and lately I've been working on my movement because dancing is like, I love dancing. Kira Harper, she's an amazing dancer and choreographer. She works with Beyonce on Formation and Janelle Monáe and so many other incredible artists. And so she's been coaching me. So having someone like that level and that talented is just also awesome. So I've been getting more people to join us and to teach me stuff and to get better.
Talking about dancing, let's talk about the music video for Love Me, Love Me Not. Wow.
Thank you.
A woman, okay? So for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, please pause this, go to Shay Lia's YouTube, watch the video. So it's during a sunset, you're in the ocean, you're dancing in the water. It's very intimate. It's very feminine also. It has like strong feminine energy. Please tell me how this came about, because it's incredible.
Okay, can I record this and then send it to people? That's the best introduction or presentation of the video.
Yes.
That was perfect. You said it better than me. I'm like, oh, this is great.
I can't wait for people to start recreating the video and being a hot mess, because that's literally, I was watching it and I just thought, okay, my period is coming. I don't feel sexy. I am going to recreate this video and feel sexy because it's so strong.
Thank you. I was scared of that because I've never done a video in the water. So I was like, it's either super sexy or super ridiculous with your hair like this. And I was scared of that. Montreal, it's been cold for at least 2-3 weeks. And we shot it like not long ago. So I was scared of the weather. And it looks like we're in the Bahamas or something. But actually, it's a huge lake with waves. I didn't know it existed. The whole time I was just like, are we on Earth? Like, the water's not salty, but to me, this is a beach and the ocean. So that was very confusing, but it worked. It really worked. So I'm happy about that when it comes to the vision. I won't consider it like as a huge like music video. So that's why we called it like a movement visual. But I worked with the same director I worked with on Good Together, my music video for, she's incredible. And honestly, it's freestyling. I was super sore for a good week after that, but it was really hard. But I just try to channel, you know, like how I was feeling listening to the song, or even going back to the inspiration of the for the project, which was Abidjan, where I was this past Christmas visiting my family and just being there. And I've been in quarantine just like everybody else. My family is in Africa right now. They can enjoy the ocean like any day, and I'm just here and I miss them. So it was just a special day to me because I was just really getting to feel all of this again. And I try to apply what Kira taught me to, but it was still very, very spontaneous and like organic.
I feel like we just needed it, especially what you've been saying with being in quarantine. So lots of people have been super creative with their music visuals. So we've seen a lot of music videos of people, you know, with webcams and at home and collages. And this was kind of like a breath of fresh air. I was like, okay, this is a real person in front of a real camera outside. Quarantine
or not, that's exactly what I wanted for this song. So that's just, you know, I'm really happy about it.
Or you did it. You did it. You know, I already said it has like super feminine and strong female energy. Do you feel like you're are you experiencing coming into your womanhood?
I guess so. I just turned 27. I guess so, in a way. It's hard.
When's your birthday?
September the 8th. We Virgo.
I'm a Virgo. You see, this is it. Strong Virgo energy. This also explains why you're such a perfectionist and you didn't want to do the music thing too quickly. Mm-hmm. Everything is making sense now.
You know, scared of failure, like knowledge, planning. Like you get it now.
Yeah. People always say that Virgos are like super negative or pessimistic. It's like, no, we're realistic and we're trying to cover all bases.
And we're really hard on ourselves, so we're just trying to get it right the first time. I guess that I'm being more confident in myself because even like when it comes to my work, like when you compare the first EP to the second one, the music's so different, the vibe is different. So you have to be confident to be like, oh, I just started, I did this, I don't care, I'm gonna do that now, you know? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, you did that. And I've been working harder. Like I feel like I've been getting more skills and getting better at what I do, and that's what we love as Virgos.
Yeah,
love to see that.
Does your family understand, or do they have a grasp of like how much of an artist you actually are, and that like you actually have serious fans around the world who listen to your music every day? That are they aware of all of this?
Yes, now they are. They were not at the beginning, but I don't blame them. You know, no one is a professional artist in my family. My mom is the most sensitive to art. She loves dancing, painting, and she introduced me to like R&B and, you know, Janet Jackson and everything. My father, like he's an African man, lawyer, and he loves great music and great art, but it's really like pure, you know, like pure jazz, Miles Davis, like pure, you know, James Brown, and then just like Bob Marley, reggae. Like my mom is all about cross genres, and she's really like, she listens to the newest artists. She sent me a video, like a Kofi video, like last week, and she loves Anderson .Paak, and she really wants me to work with him, and I agree with her.
I think she's right there. She has a point.
I know, right? He knows it though. I'm a fan. I include her a lot, and they're very, very supportive. They also understand the amount of work, which is the best as artists. Sometimes it's hard for people to grasp, like, but she gets it. They get it. So it's and they also, it's probably also because they never really helped me when it comes to this. So it's my thing. So I proved them that that's what I wanted to do, and that everything that is happening is because of my, like, what I put together for myself and for this project. So obviously my parents are like, okay, props, and now they genuinely like love the music and they believe in me. So they have no choice at some point, you know.
Okay, ready for fire round questions? First celebrity crush.
Sure.
Strong.
I think so. I was like, yeah, I think it was Usher with his album, like, na, 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 na.
Yep. I had Usher posters on my wall, definitely. I could send you into the studio with one person. Who would you pick?
Stevie Wonder. Oh, yeah.
Favorite Stevie song?
I don't know, one. Okay, can I give you two?
Give me two.
Do I Do? Okay, the joy and the explosion and the bass line. And then That Girl for the lyrics and groove. And
okay, yeah. And they're quite different as well, both of them.
But there's like 50 more that I love.
I bet. If you could go back and change one thing, what would it be?
Girl, don't ask that to a Virgo. It's not quick at all. I'm calling back tomorrow.
With a whole list.
I'm gonna say confidence. It's just confidence. I wish I was confident earlier, more. Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Right now, I love Ethiopian food.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it reminds me of home, even though like I'm not from Ethiopia, but I'm from Djibouti, which is next to Ethiopia, and once in a while we would eat that, and I love eat here. So
nice.
Yeah.
If you could relocate to anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Like to live. So I have to include work and all that. I love Africa. I would love to live working from there. It would be maybe California, but I don't know about the vibe. Maybe it's a bit fake. I don't know. It depends.
Right, so we don't know actually.
Oui, voilà.
Oui.
I told you, I'm not good at those.
I love your French accent is also still very present. It's very nice.
Oh, really? I don't know. I'm glad people can hear it when I sing, though. That was also one of the things I was wondering when I started writing music, because it came out naturally in English. It was not planned. It's just the first demo. I could hear words, even though my English was way worse, but I could hear words that sounded like in English, so I had to write lyrics in English. But I was scared that people would hear my French accent.
Not at all.
And I would read like all the SoundCloud comments and be like, "Oh, no one is you know." That was just I was happy about it. So probably because I can tell. I know that when I speak, people can hear it, but because it's me, I can't tell the difference much. But I think it's because I have genuinely been listening to English music all my life. So that's why I'm probably able to mimic not like the words naturally. Like
right.
Better.
When's the last time you cried?
Oh, yesterday or the day before.
You know what I love? Whenever I ask this question to male identifying artists, they're always just like, If I ask this question to female identifying artists, they're like, oh, 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, no, they're lying. It's the pressure people put on masculinity and stuff. But yeah, no, especially during this time, I think you should not ask this question during this time. People are going to get very sensitive one day. They're going to cry right in front of you.
It's important. We need to tell people it's okay to cry. What's something you've learned about yourself during quarantine?
That I'm strong.
That's good. And
I'm going through way more than I think. Because sometimes we tend to be hard on ourselves and be like, oh, you're blessed, you have all this, and that. But then you're going to talk, like, especially when I talk to my parents and tell them about what I go through, having them, which, they're the other, like, the previous generation. So sometimes they don't take us very seriously. But when they're like, no, I get it, you have this, and that, I feel comforted. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty strong, because quarantine, living with my cat for months, no vacation, preparing a project from scratch, you're indie, you don't know if you're gonna get a whole like pure survival mode for me. So I'm like, okay, you're getting stronger.
Final question. Describe to me Shay Lia in 3 words.
Oh.
I know, because I know you're a Virgo. I'm gonna give you the hard questions where you have to pick something. 3 words.
I'm gonna have to edit this though, because I'm thinking.
I'm not editing anything.
No, please, people gonna leave. They're gonna leave. That's over. Like, you lost half of them. Okay, I'm smart. I like to think so. I'm super sensitive, which is not a good combination. I'm like a free spirit, independent. It's the same category. Great.
I'll let you pick those 7 words and put them in one. It's okay. it was recently your birthday. It's fine. Fine.
Independent then.
Independent.
So it's connected to how you think, how you see things, and it's just how you I think it's because like when you're mixed and you travel the world, you never fit in, so you end up having to be okay with who you are and be confident, and you become more independent.
Thank you so much. That was very nice. I really enjoyed our conversation, and I can't wait to see what else you've got planned for us.
Interviews get me nervous most of the time, because I'm shy, but it was so casual and so nice to talk to you. I'm excited for my new EP and all of that, so I hope you like it.
Thank you so much.